Hey there, it's Mr. Wagner, just checking in with you to let you know about what to do here on Photoshop. Yesterday you should have jumped into your tools and then into your layers. I know the top of the screen is cut off, so hopefully you can figure that part out. But you get to layers by going to Windows. You're going to start a new document. By going to File New, I went to the print setting and chose the 11 by 17 at 300 ppi, pixels per inch. Mine came up already with the grid. So you can see here, I go to View, Show, and click Grid to turn grid on. And now I'm selecting my brush size, so I went to the brush tool. Make sure you have a hard brush set to 30 pixels for the size. So if you look closely, I'm putting the dots around the outside edge here, as I mentioned in the directions yesterday. So that should be 5 dots on each edge, kind of randomly spaced, and now I'm working on those other dots randomly spread throughout the middle of the page. I'm kind of skipping around here. I've edited this video so you don't have to watch the whole thing. So now I'm selecting my line tool. So I click on that shapes tool or find the line located at the lower part of your tools. Right now I'm going to actually zoom in to the document so that way it makes it easier to see and connect the lines. Then I'll click back onto the line tool. And let the fun begin. Just remember, all these are going to come up as a separate layer that we'll have to flatten later on, and I'll show you how to do that here in a second. I won't make you watch me make all of these lines. I know it's a lot. Just make sure that your lines go dot to dot. That's really important when you go to fill it in. And if you extend too far past a dot or you come up short, make a mistake, just know that you can go back in and use the edit undo function to help you along. That would be Control Z as a shortcut. Alright, so that took a little bit of time to connect all of the dots. I like to go through and maybe just find more lines to make. So you'll see, obviously some dots have several branches coming off. And you can see now I'm flattening the image. So I went to the 4 dots and the 4 lines, excuse me, in the layers palette, clicked on it, went down to flatten image. Now I'm doing a quick Google search for Pantone's color schemes. Again, looking through, seeing what I like. If I don't like any of these color schemes, maybe the search needs to be altered. It could be vintage color schemes. It could be color schemes in pink. It could be anything that will kind of help Google figure out what exactly you're looking for. So I'm looking here, looking, trying to find a color scheme that pops out to me. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on the color scheme I like, go to View Image, and I'm going to save it to the desktop. So I saved it to the desktop as color scheme. I know you're looking at my Mac view, so this doesn't help that much, but if you right click, you should be able to save it to your desktop. Then I'm going to open that in Photoshop, and I'm going to teach you how to use a new tool here. It is called the Colors Picker, and so I can click on the eyedropper and it'll change the colors for me. So it's a pretty handy tool. Or I can click the Pantones and into the libraries like I did before, as I just did. So I would consider utilizing the color picker. You just use the eyedropper, put it right on the color, go to your paint bucket, and then start plugging away. That's about all that I can tell you at the moment. I would like you to save it as Entopic graphing on your Google Drive if possible. If you don't have enough time to save it to your Google Drive, just go ahead and save it to the desktop, and then we'll try to get it onto Google Drive, and then we will put it on our Google Sites as our first portfolio piece. If you have time and you want to try to make a tab, that a page on your Google site that says portfolio, and make another sub page that says design, and you want to add this as your first design, and um, label it in topic graphing, then you'd be ahead of the game. We'll be jumping on to something else here when I return, but this is pretty much all I've got for you. Stay busy, do awesome. I miss you guys. See ya. Bye.